everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you guys are here. If this is your first time to my channel, I want to welcome you. I hope you enjoy your stay and you want to come back for more videos. If you do, click that subscribe button down below, the little bell next to it. That'll give you a notification of when I upload new videos. Welcome back to all my returning friends. I am so glad you guys are here. It is Saturday, September 4th. Episode 9 of my Flosstubes. My last one was July 31st. I had every intention of doing every 2 weeks. And when I was getting ready to do the 2-week one, just some different things that have come up and time got away, wasn't doing it, was going to film it the following week. And what I'm going to address here now. The common threaded stitcher that was going on all month of August. Loved every minute of it up until a certain point. I may not be everybody's cup of tea, and I am perfectly fine with that. Not everybody's my cup of tea. Number one, I do not leave nasty comments, degrading comments, disgusting comments on people's posts anywhere. If I don't agree with someone, I move on. I remove myself from it. I don't need to see it. If you don't like what I post, that's on you. My channel and my Instagram are mine. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to follow me. Don't leave nasty comments. That put a sour taste in my mouth to continue on the common threaded stitcher, which really upset me because number one, I love everything about cross stitch. Things that I stitch are what I love. If you don't like what I stitch or what I stand for, there's the door. I don't need people giving me that kind of crap on my personal channels, my personal Instagrams. Enough. I am sick and tired of how things have gone since 2020. If you don't like what I post, there's the door. Leave. I don't do that to other people. I do not expect it to be done to me. If you don't like what I post, leave. That's all I'm going to say on it. Now let's move on to what I really love to do. Talk about my cross stitch. So this is my channel. I talk about cross stitch. I talk about crochet. I talk about everyday life. It is a channel of everything about me, not specifically my cross stitch. So with that being said, today is going to be about cross stitch. I have my big old bag here of everything that I have been working on. I've got a couple of finishes that I'm going to share. I've got some haul I'm going to share. So we're going to jump right on into my whips that I have been working on since July 31st. Everything in here I have touched all throughout the month of August. I tried to stick to 3 days on each project that I've been working on. I've got one that I am focusing on 25 minutes, 7 days a week. That is my One Nation Under God stitch that I am doing because I want to try to get that done by October 11th. That is when I started it last year. I'm hoping to get it done within a year. And then I kind of shifted gears midway through August and started doing a 2-day rotation so I could touch every single project within a 2-week rotation for 2 days, and then solely committing to Sundays working on my temperature stitch that I'm doing for the year, and then working solely on One Nation Under God all day on Sunday. Well, not all day, but that's my focus piece for that day, on top of the 25/7, so 25/6, and then plus all day on Sunday. So I'm just gonna randomly pick out a bag and we're just going to go through it, and I'm going to share everything that I have done. I don't have any before pictures of where I was before then because I went in and I just kind of deleted everything out of my phone from everything that had gone on midway through August. So we'll just show where I'm at, and from here on out I will try to get the before picture so I can share with you. So this one is hands-on by Hands-On Design, Memorial Day on that, and I have the words done, but you're not going to see that because it's in the Q-snap and I'm not taking things out of the Q-snap. But so I have the flag done on the first one, and I've got felt in there to tighten up the the clamp on there. So I've got the first flag done and then part of the second flag. And then I started down here on the leaves portion, or the flowers. And then once I get that done over to here, with the pattern, it's one is on one side and then the other side is the other half in there. So once I get the flowers done here, half of it's done, and then I will move the Q-snap and then flip my pattern, and then I'll finish on there. But I am loving this. I had made the decision that I am not putting the white designs through the flags. I just don't want that on there, so I'm omitting that. But anyway, so that is where that is, and I'm loving stitching on that. So that will get touched 2 days in a 2-week rotation. So that is that one. I'm going to put them over there. I'll stack them up over that way. Stay. The next one is the Jesus one. So this is by the Vervaco on there. And making some headway on this one as well. So I have, this side is half completed of the page. So now I'm working on the other half here, and it's a lot of confetti stitching, but I am loving it. I have seen somebody else on Instagram that's stitching this as well, and they've got all of this side done. So that was kind of cool to see how they had on, or how it's going to look on that side as well. But I am loving this piece. I still love how that eye just popped once I got everything in there on that, but that is turning out really pretty. I love it. And of course I have my little Lisa girl from my needle minder on there that my friend Tina sent me. So that is that one. Everything back in the bags. Stack that there. The next one is my temperature stitch. Now this one I have just a few days left. I don't have the what it's going to look like when it's all done, because I don't have that, obviously, because this is a year-long project. This is completed through, I have what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I have 3 days left of August to do, and then August will be complete on that. And I love how it just shows. So the middle is where it started in January, so all the cool temps, and then starting to get warm. Up here at the top, I have been taking the average temperature of the day and using that as my goal outside of these last, was it last week, the week before? Because we hit 90s here in Michigan, and I wanted to have those recorded in there. So those hot temperatures are anywhere from 89 and above on those. But that's fun. I love how it's turning out. I just love just all the pretty colors and all the yellow for those warm days that we had. But yeah, so pretty. Loving stitching on that. So that is that portion of that. I'll put that back in how I have it situated. I don't want them to fall. The next one is, I believe it's my Teresa Kogut. Yes. So this one is Lincoln's Eagle. Those two, the temperature one is stitched on white Aida, 18 count, I believe. The Jesus one is a 16 count Ivory, and the Memorial Day is a 16 count white Aida. This one is 20 counts. I have the fabric over here. One momento, please. As I just dropped it. It is Country Mocha. So this is a 20 count that I'm doing mine on. But anyways, Lincoln's Eagle. Loving stitching this. And some days I don't need to have my readers on to do it. Other days I need to grab them. So I've got that far on it, and I'm just using just one thread on the Aida count here. And And I think it's turning out pretty good. Oh, we can see through it. Let me put something behind it. The only thing I changed on it is the white for the eagle. That was a DMC 613 drab, what do they call it? Drab brown, very light. And it was too brown for me. I wanted to be white to stand out more. So I just used B52, or am I using whitewash? Did I note it? It's either B5200 or Weeks whitewash. And I'm loving stitching on that. Back in the bag. So I've got quite a few projects going. Normally I don't like to have this many, but I just kind of got the itch to start a couple, so I started a few more projects. So this one, fall for autumn, this one I started a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. Anyways, it's fall for autumn, Erica Michaels. I had seen this stitched, the finished project at Stch Con, and wanted that. And once it was in stock at Stch Con, or not Stch Con, Keepsakes, Stephanie called, said it was ready, so I had her kit up for me. So working on this, and this is on, oh goodness sakes, I have it somewhere. Let's see if it's in here, and it's not. I'll have it linked down below, but it's a even weave, or is it a Lugana? Anyhow, it's one or the other, even weaver, and it's 16 count. 16 count? Yeah, 16 count. And it looks like it's crooked. It's not. It's just the way it's pulled in the Q-snap. So normally I am a left corner starter, but for this, trying to get used to like doing a gauge with a 3-inch border, not quite there yet. So I did start in the middle, and then I just kind of worked my way over and up so I can get back up to the top, because I like from top stitching down. So I got that far, and I love it. And then this is my sweater weather. This came in, a box I got from a winnings from Black Needle Society for their fall thing from last year. So that is that needle minder from there. So I'm using that, and I'm using all the called for. No, I'm not using all the called for. They didn't have a lot of the colors in stock, so Stephanie and them, they substituted out colors. So the Country Redwood from General Art they didn't have, so they slow down. They substituted Lancaster Red. And then I'm trying to figure out the Roasted Marshmallow. They substituted it for Shabby Chic. Now, I don't see where it's used in the diagram. I don't know if it's because of what was, I haven't yet found on the key and the pattern where that's going to be used at, so I'll have to figure that out. But loving this. I do have to use my readers to see that, so I have them included in my bag. So I have them when this one comes up for its rotation. And I have found that fall is my favorite to stitch. I love everything about fall. Summer is still my favorite, but fall is my jam. I love the colors, I love the smells, I love everything about fall. And I'm getting ready to break out all of my decor and decorate downstairs, so cannot wait. So I have a few stitches to get done hopefully soon, so I can get them incorporated into my fall decor. Speaking of fall stitching, this is Silver Creek Samplers, Olivia, and I can never say the last name on it. I think it's her last name, but anyways, it's my fall lady, I call her. And this is almost done, and I love this so much. So this is on, of course I don't have my little, yes I do too. It is French lace. And I do believe it's a 16 count because that's what I like. And it's Aida. She is almost done. I'll take off the graham guard. But she is almost done. So I just have a little bit of her dress yet to do. And then across the bottom. So I have a little bit of leaves in here and then just across. But loving everything about it. Everything is the same except for her hair. Her hair is current by, I will tell you in just 1 second. I have an extra one in here. Current by Weeks. No, Current by Gentle Art. So I'm using that coloring for her hair because it matches the colors in my hair really well. So love everything about this one too. Put her back in her bag. I'll have to put her grime guard back on after a while to take up less time. Okay, this one is in my fun purple bag that I got from Wendy in Neverland. I'll have her link down below too, but the bag that she made me, I love this bag, and she of course threw in a grime guard to go with it. This one is housing my guitar landscape by Artecy that I found on Etsy. Was it on Etsy? I think it was an Etsy design. Doing this for my husband for his, probably going to be for birthday because I won't have it done before Christmas. This one I haven't touched a lot in the last month because I have to stitch it when he's not around because I don't want him seeing it. Not that he's going to know what this is from here. And the way I have it positioned on my iPad, he won't know what the design is unless he reads the top. And so I'm not taking a chance. So I just got the top portion of the guitar over here is that I'm working on, and it is a lot of confetti stitching. So I have been taking one color and just going through and doing all of that and then coming back up and filling in, and I'm breaking it down into sections. So right now, even though I kind of went over here because I had just a couple left to do of this color that I'm working on now, which is one of the grays. So I just finished it over there, but I have it just broke down. So I'm just doing a section at a time on it, but loving that. I have my little gnome needle minder. I got that from an Etsy shop, but I'm not sure where, but love it. This one is going to be fun. So get working on that when he's not around. Head back in the bag, and I have to, normally I keep the, whatever project is facing outward so I know what project's in there, but not with that one because I don't want him to walk by and take the chance of him seeing it. That's not gonna stay. 2 more whips. This one is in a bag and I forget where I got this one from, and this one is from the XSTCH, but they have like the needle for the T. There's no I in it, but it's the, so basically the Stch Conservative on Etsy. And I like it. Some may not. To each their own. Again, my channel, I'm going to share what I like. So I'm doing Patriot is my pronoun. And I am just about done with this one. And thing behind it so you can see. So it's almost done. I just have a flower to do over here and a little bit of these little red ones on this side, and that will be done. And I'm going to finish that in a 4-inch hoop, I believe. No, it's a 6-inch hoop. But I'll be finishing that on. I have my little fox needle minder that I got from Stch Con. But loving this one, just on an Aida 16 count, and I love everything about it. And then the last one is my One Nation Under God. And this one, I'm not taking it out of the Q-snap. A, because it's very, very wrinkly and I didn't want to take the time to iron it to put it right back into the Q-snap. But it's this one that I'm stitching, and this is from Twin Peak Primitives. I have the top part done. I have this side, and this part of the house, and that's where I'm working right now, is right in this section. But the whole top is done up to there, like right there. And this is where I'm working at right now. This part, oh goodness sakes, that was a chore, let me tell ya. So I have my Shine Sparkle Stitch from the gals, Anita and Holly, in their channel. Needle minder that I picked up from Iowa when I went to, the cross stitch shop, LNS in Osage. I can't think of it, but when I went there, 2019. But anyways, I have this part that I worked on the rest of the lady, so you don't see her because she's behind the Q-snap, but I got the deer, and I have a stray thread because that's what I'm working on, is the green right now. Let's move that way. But I'm working on the part of the green of the grass. I kind of stopped on the green for a second to put in the little, I believe it's the basket. Yeah, it's working on the baskets down here. So I just kind of stuck the green aside. So I'm going to put the basket in, and then I'll go back in and start filling in the green. The green, just like the white, is time consuming and just monotonous. So I break it up and kind of stagger around. But I got all of the half of the White House here. I've got all the way over from here up white to fill in. Is there any windows in that part too? Now there's a couple columns and a couple windows. So just half of it to fill in, and that's all white. So I just kind of took a break from that and started to work down here just a little bit, and then I'll go up here and work some more on that, and then back down to the green, and then there's a little bit right in here to fill in, and then I'll move the Q-snap to start going over on the next page. And hopefully I can get this finished by October 11th. I'm not sure if I will, but fingers crossed. But I love this. I love the whole meaning behind it. Just something that resonated with me in 2020, and I had to stitch it. This is the biggest piece that I have ever stitched, and not very many projects I think I'll have that'll be this big. I say that now, but I do love it. I love stitching on it. Kind of stretched me a little bit, took me out of my comfort zone, but I am loving every bit of it. Well, that will fit in this way. I did have it in a 14 by 11 by 14 snap, and I think I changed it, so now I can fit it in the bag just a little bit better. So those are my whips. And now we're going to move on to my FOs, and I have two of them. One being the Right Spirit by La-Di-Da. And here again, I've omitted the alphabet because I don't like putting that on my stitches. So I've removed 2 leaves from each side of the vine to make room and added a sun. And I did not iron this yet either. I feel like I'm off kilter. I had to redo some filming of it. So there it is. It's finished. I love it. I used the DMC conversion. I didn't get the overdyes on it, but I love it. So I just added the sun right there. The alphabet would have been there, but I took that out. But I love it. And then down below here, I changed that up too. They had the initials and the year that they put in, and I just did the stars. I just centered them and did them down below. But there it is. Love that. So I got to figure out what frame I want to put it in there. And then the second FO that I have, again, this is my channel, I stitch what I like, is from the Stch Conservative. and it is the red, white, and boom design. Love this. This didn't take me long at all to do. Stitch a little bit on it Thursday, a little bit Friday of last week, and then Saturday. Saturday I finished it, so last week Saturday. There it is. So it is stitched for me, my husband, and my boys. I love it. It's going to go in a frame. I think she had it where she put it in a hoop, and again you can see that I kind of did it in a hoop because this wasn't ironed. I ran out of my Q snaps and I didn't want to take things out, but I'm going to put it in a frame. But I love it. So those are my FOs for this week. I don't have any fully finished objects. I'm not sharing any previous finishes. Now we're going to go into haul. This has been accumulated since the end of July, so all of August. So we have, which I'm hoping they're going to start getting more, a local needlework shop in the makings. It's Country Needleworks here in Jenison, just a town over from where I am. It's more yarns, has some scrapbooking stuff, I think, in it, or card making or something or whatever. And then they have a little corner in the back with cross stitch. They're starting to slowly add more to it. I'm hoping they continue to add more to it. But one of the ladies there designed a mystery sale. So she did a chart and everything, and it's going to start September 15th. So I had to go in, one of the gals that I met up with for a Michigan Stitchy group or Grand Rapids Stitchy group. We meet at Panera Bread once a month. I didn't make it last month. But anyways, she messaged me on Instagram and said, did you hear this? They're doing a mystery sale? And I'm like, no, I'm going to have to stop in there. So all I got on it is just this. So it just talks about the stitch along that she's going to have, the design area. I'm looking down. Design size is 305 by 262. 262 wide, 305 high. Yeah. And then she has two different colorways. Then she had the colors out, a piece of hair in my mouth. Colorways to choose from. That's all that she would show us on there. She did tell me that some of the colors, these were the flowers in it. So there's some flowers in it, but that's all I know. We find out September 15th, me September 16th, because I work on the 15th, which is a Wednesday, and I won't get over there before they close. So I picked up all of the DMC just so I know I would have full skeins. So these are all of the colors. The flowers are, what did she say? How did she put it? I believe, I don't have them in the shades from light to dark. But those are going to be the colors of the flowers. But I chose this colorway because it reminded me of a fall type design. So grabbed those, and I just dropped one. So pardon me while I bend down and grab that. And then while I was there, I picked up some Weeks Dye Works colors, purples. I got Peoria Purple, Amethyst, and then 2 lavenders, because I have 2 different things I'm going to be using them for. So, oops. So these are the lavender. That's the Peoria Purple, and then the Amethyst. So one of these I'm using from there's a pattern in here from the Stch Con Passport. So I'm going to use that. It's just a use your own color, and I'm just going to do it in that colorway because I like everything purple. And then the other 3 I'm using, it's a Quaker Christmas freebie. Where did I find it? I found it somewhere. But they had the reds and the golds and the greens and what for Christmas. And I do my Christmas decorating in purple and silver. So I'm just going to incorporate these 3 into that. So once I get going on that, I'll show you. I can't show you the thing right now because it is a just the actual pattern itself. So that is from Country Needleworks. And I have to pick up my fabric yet for the mystery sale. So I'll be doing that. And then I've stopped at Hobby Lobby a couple of times over the month, picked up some more bobbins because I'm a bobbinator. If I need more of those. And then I picked this up just the other day by Artecy. I don't know how you say that. Anyways, this is on a 14 count Monaco. In there, it's a bookmark of hummingbirds. I thought that was cute. I have a friend in mind to make that for. So I'll be doing that. And then over the month, picked up this one. It's a Dimensions Needlecraft Live Simply kit. I'm not using the Aida in it. I never use the Aida in the packets because it's always 14 count and I do 16 or 18 count is my jam that I like. And I am going to be using on this, so I'm not going to be stitching those half stitches. Yeah, those are half stitches. I'm not going to be stitching those in there on it because I am using, where do I have it? From my stash that I bought from Hobby Lobby. This 18 count vintage is what it says. And it's mottled with some gray in it. And I'm just going to use that for the background for that. So that's what that's going to be stitched on. And I'm probably not going to do Live Simply. I may just leave that off and just use this so I can have it a small pillow maybe to put in my spring decor downstairs on my hutches. That is there. And then this just came in the mail from 123 Stitch. I got a notification that it was back in stock. So this will be my first Mirabilia. Autumn in My Garden, because I love stitching Autumn. And her hair I'm switching out. That's going to be the Current, and I believe it's Gentle Arts. Don't quote me. But it's the same color that I did in my Autumn Stitch one, Olivia, whatever her name is. But anyway, that's going to be Current. And then in her skirt, down here you see you've got some of the purples. I'm going to do that up here. I'm going to omit the blues, and I'm just going to mix the purple in with the green because I'm all about purple. So I can't wait to get started on this one. And then the last piece of haul, this is from Cricklewood Crossings. She had posted on her Instagram a Anne of Green Gables bag, and I said, me please if you have any left. And so it took a little bit to get. She kept in contact with me, let me know everything about it. Finally got it, and I love the bag. The bag is nice and thick and sturdy. Show that in a second. So I got a nice little thank you card from her. In there was this classic Colorworks Jakey Brown in there. And then the bag is so cute. You got your little Anne of Green Gables, the green in there. The zipper pull is a covered wagon. And then, oh, the back. So pretty. So pretty. And then when I'm stitching my Anne of Green Gables piece that I shared a while back, a couple of Flosstubes ago, that will be housed in here. But this bag is just so pretty. I love it. Brings back oh so many memories of reading Anne of Green Gables when I was little. I may grab the book again if I can find it on maybe on video, or not video, on audio tapes and listen to it while I'm stitching. But yeah, so the bag. And that is my haul. I think that's everything. Plans will be continuing to stitch on the projects, a 2-day rotation I'm doing right now and everything, so I can touch everything within a 2-week time frame. So when I can come back and film in 2 weeks, fingers crossed, I'll be back. I can touch each piece that I have each day outside of my One Nation Under God. That is my 25/6, if you will. And then on Sundays, I'll be stitching that one exclusively all day on that one. But I'm just looking around, making sure I touched everything, talked about everything. Yeah. All right, that's all I have. I hope you guys have a great rest of your holiday weekends. And until I see you again, remember to live a little, laugh a lot, and love always. Bye, guys.